We haven't seen Slinky in a little while, have we? Isn't he handsome? Thank you for saying that. Let's see. Oh, well, that was... Oh, there we go. Sorry, Louie, this is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me, buddy. Would you, by any chance, want to stick your finger in the cloaca of this guy?
I guess I can.
I'll get you cleaned up here in a minute. You may be sticking your finger up something else's butt, I don't know. I'm just teasing. Oh, Marge got a new friend, check it out. My friend Lauren Gurney's here from St. Augustine. We go back a long way, a member of the TSA together, and Lauren also does the stud book for the Orlidia. So we have a real live keeper here. How many years have you been working with St. Augustine?
13.
13 years, awesome. And I think I've known you for just about all of those years. It's been a long time. So I'm excited because not only is she a turtle nerd, but this is a crocodile lady also. And I want to show you Cayman Creek. So here we are. This is my kind of answer to a South American or Central American stream, and I'll tell you why. Because we've got a lot of different species kind of in here. In fact, we just got a young yellow spotted Amazon river turtle, and there are the adults, but you guys can see there's one, and I actually want to grab it because my adult, I'm gonna fall in this water, pal. Oh yeah, hold on. We just got this guy, and you can see he actually has spots. The adults, they lose their spots. Here comes Marge. So I'm pretty stoked on this. So that's neat. But yeah, so you guys are gonna kind of hang around as I show Lauren. She's never been here. I kind of want to show her what we got going on here. So anyhow, this is the actual wetland. This is where the water is actually being filtered. It goes down about 6 foot. So the water is coming up through the gravel, but we designed it to make it a pond that the animals can use as well. Now, I do want to show you Lucifer. He is a dwarf caiman. And here he is. Come on around this side. He's a pretty cool guy. There's Louie. I don't know what kind of... He's in that kind of mood. Louie, take it easy. As long as he doesn't get my hands. I scared him a little bit. But yeah, he's not a huge one. And this animal's... I had it as a hatchling. And then it went to Gatorama and then came back to Fred Grunwald. And Fred had it for years and now it's here. So Fred used to be able to pick him up. I don't think I'm going to try that. But I need to find a young lady for this guy. Sexing these guys, is it the same as you would do with a larger croc? Yeah. It is. Yeah. I feel like it'd be very violating. But I was told it was a male. But I've never actually confirmed that myself.
You might want to do that.
Yeah, right? And literally just jump them and find out. Should we do that now? Should we? I mean, if I want, yeah, here. Believe it or not, it's always more stressful grabbing these little ones. But let's see. Oh, well, that was, oh, there we go. Sorry, Louie, this is gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me, buddy. Would you, by any chance, want to stick your finger in the cloaca of this guy?
I guess I can.
I trust you, bro.
Should I go around the other way?
I'll move it.
Okay.
I don't know, this is kind of sketchy. I'll just scoot around and then hold on to him as best I can. He's building up. All right, you do your thing. Hi, everyone. This is what I do with my friends when they come over. I put them to work. You're on the clock, kid.
Yep. Show my boss.
Yep.
Boy.
It's a boy?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I just wanted to confirm. We didn't want to give Louie an identity crisis. All right, buddy. That wasn't so horrible, was it?
No.
Whew. It's like going
nice.
Yeah, thanks. I'll get you cleaned up here in a minute. You may be sticking your finger up something else's butt. I don't know. I'm just teasing. See, this is why I love having my friends come visit me, because they help me out with things I need to know. All right. Well, we violated that little guy. Let's go show you what's been happening here, which is pretty exciting. I got some baby trigs. Smooth front came in. Later we're gonna go show you those, but wanted to show you the adults and what they're up to. So this is pretty neat. This is our first time here, so pretty excited. We got to give her the royal treatment. So again, like the whole idea was to kind of create, you know, what these animals want. And everything I've read, of course, I've never been there. I don't have the same experience as you, but these guys like shallow pools. I'm trying to get the cover because here he comes. He's no worries. He'll stay in there, but he's an awesome animal. But I don't know. I just like these little pools we designed, and they seem to love them. So this isn't a species that really needs a giant lake.
No.
Yeah. So where are your trigs are in the land of crocodiles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, when you guys get the chance, and if you're vacationing down in Florida, or if you live in Florida, you're going to have to go on over to St. Augustine Alligator Farm. You've seen videos from there. If you see this nice young lady, make sure you say hello and let her know you saw her on one of our videos. So this is the male. We've got a little cave for them. But the exciting thing was we had a nest built. Now, I got the eggs out, or what I thought were all the eggs, but it turns out that there were a couple that were left in here, and one of them was one of the ones that hatched.
Surprise.
Yay. Here she is, and she's going to hear us talking, and she's still kind of guarding the nest to a degree.
Okay.
So she's over here.
Yeah,
And
they
if
like to have
that's the escape route, by the way.
Okay.
Say
They
again.
like to have
Say
side chambers when they build nests.
side chambers.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
So they will build a nest and they'll lay eggs, and then they'll usually lay a few off to the side.
that's what happened.
Yep. So anytime we check nests, once we get that initial clutch, we go around the rest of it to make sure that we're not missing any more, because chances are we'll always find one or two off to the side.
That's what happened. There was a couple more. There were three more
Probably.
further over here.
Yep.
And is that? Oh boy. Oh, sorry, pal. I was falling and I almost stepped on your nice white shoes.
You're fine.
Anyhow, yeah, that's what happened. They were kind of over here. I wonder if I missed any more. But I don't know if this is the right material to properly incubate. I don't know if it decomposed enough. Does that make sense? It's a lot of
Yeah.
sand. It wasn't a lot of plant matter.
Thank you to all our loyal Patreon members out there who have helped to create an amazing reptile community online with us. This week's shout out goes to longtime supporter Brooke Michuka.
Yeah, that might create issues down the road, especially for oxygen exchange.
Okay.
In there.
All right,
But
interesting.
that's why we always take all the eggs out, is just to make sure that we have them set up in an area that we can, one, keep track of everything, make sure we're not hatching too many,
Okay.
and then also making sure that they have all their needs met to be able to.
And what were the parameters? Do you know offhand what the trig eggs do as far as humidity? Moisture?
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
That's where I screwed up.
Yeah.
Mine were a little dry.
Oh yeah, they have a thicker shell,
Okay.
so they're a little bit rougher.
Right.
So they, for me personally, I've kind of discovered that I always make sure to add extra humidity for their eggs, and especially make sure they're covered to try to help break down that shell.
All right. So like sphagnum moss moistened. I do vermiculite, then sphagnum on top. Mm-hmm. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which we can talk about sphagnum moss a little bit later.
Tell me.
Off.
Oh.
It's a little boring, but
It's boring. I don't know. What is it? Is it stuff that you can't? Why can't you tell us now?
it's more of a environmentally friendly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's not environmentally friendly. All right. We're going to change my medium. Is that what you want me to do?
We're still trying to figure that out ourselves.
All right. Interesting. Yeah, because I guess you don't want to take sphagnum away from where it belongs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I guess it takes a very long time
For it to grow back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There you go. Now we know. All right. So we'll figure something else out in the future here for those guys. But there she is. Now, the interesting thing about her is that she is actually somewhere in the neighborhood of 80 years old. And these are the first documented clutch that we've got from her.
And the eggs were perfect?
The eggs were in good shape. The babies, there's a couple of babies that are a little wonky. We'll show you here in a minute. But yeah, the eggs were perfect. We didn't have a high success rate, but I think that was me. I think it was because the parameters I set up weren't, it wasn't wet enough. And then I think Ken and I, Alfieri, were talking because this animal comes from Ken on breeding loan with our buddy Fred, which then passed to me. But anyhow, what happened was I think they were in the egg too long also. And so I did see one come out, and he was like, crack open the eggs. If you got one out, crack the rest, just do a little pea-sized hole, see what's going on. And as soon as I did a hole, they were like, bam, just shooting right out. So it was pretty interesting. So she's still kind of doing, she'll do her, if I do this, I'm sure she'll Yeah, here she comes. And she can be quite fast. And like I said earlier, the smaller ones scare me a little bit more.
Oh,
because
yeah.
they're agile. She'll jump full body out off the ground and make a jaw pop that's every bit as impressive as a big gator.
Oh, no, we always say don't underestimate the caimans.
Yeah.
Because they are strong and fast.
Oh, yeah. So anyhow, there they are. There's Proud Papa. So it's Sunny and Cher. And the rest of the things in here, we've got Hillary side neck turtles. We've got more podoc here. Mexican musk turtles. We've got in the other enclosure like ornate wood turtles and stuff like that. So
That's awesome.
it's a cool enclosure. I love it. So as this mango tree grows and the ficus tree and of course the fishtail palms, I'm trying to create more of a jungle-like stream.
Yeah.
So I'm patient.
that.
I can't afford mature plants, so they'll be pretty happy in here. They have not. It seems like they don't care about the cichlids either. I haven't seen them eat any of the fish.
Wow. Well, I mean, you're giving them free food, so why
Right.
why search for
bother?
it? Yeah.
I did see one grab a heron though. I came out here. It had a little green heron in its mouth. Pretty cool. Buffet. And there used to be a rabbit that lived in here. I don't see that rabbit much anymore. So who knows? Before we get to the baby caiman, I'll show you the alligator enclosure. And right now it's the dry season, so don't be alarmed.
Okay.
I allow it to do its thing.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, so let's see. So, oh, he's out. So we can walk in and see him. See, it's so cool also to have somebody that I know knows their way around large crocs. And you know your way around large crocs. All right, so the female was in the other one. The male's right here. But let's just make sure. I want to get an eye on the girl. But no. Yeah, she's in the other pond, so we're safe.
It's always the girls.
Yeah, it is. She's about 8 foot, and she's a little bit sketchier than him. I could probably go up, and I was with Tom Crutchfield, brought him in, and he had his wife, which I don't know how excited I was about this, but he's like, that's a tame alligator. I'm like, yeah? Stacy, come here. And notice he sent Stacy to do it. He didn't do it himself, but Stacy put her hand right on Snaggletooth's snout there, and he did not do a darn thing. So I don't know. That's a good gator. But anyway, he came from our friend Fred, and his name's Snaggletooth. He's awesome. And actually, John Brugan helped me move him.
Okay.
So that was one of our boring movements.
You did nothing?
Well, no, the whole goal when you're moving crocodilians is to have a boring video.
True.
You do not want an exciting video, one where you lose an arm. You want a boring video, and we had a nice boring video. The animals weren't stressed. We moved them. It was very important for me because these animals were beloved from the family, Fred's family. So I didn't want to stress animals out and thus stress the family out. So we did a good job. But so usually we're in a lagoon here.
Okay, so
This is all dried up. I do have the ability to flood if it got critically low, which this is not critically low in my opinion.
How deep?
It's pretty deep. They're completely covered in there. Yeah, and they continually dig, as you know. Yeah. So they'll keep digging to the water table, which we are very low here. We have a high water table. So yeah, so this is kind of what they do. But it's a large enclosure. We got the cypress. When it's filled, it's so cool to see, and you see this every day, so forgive my nerddom, but when you see large gators just swimming.
Yeah,
in an enclosure. Yeah, it's because so many times the enclosures are just cement. There may be 3 foot of water. The animals really aren't swimming in that. So to see a big gator like this that's just swimming, and the other thing was its whole life was spent in a cement bottomed pond. So to have them to see slides and to see them feel actual mud is nice too. So anyway.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right.
This is a wonderful setup.
Thanks, pal. I'm just trying to give you the nickel tour, as they say. We'll get the hell out of here. But he could care less. He's about 12 and a half foot. So he's in.
How old is he?
That's, I believe, he is 25 years old. Okay. So he's still quite young. And then he's got the name Snaggletooth because he used to cohabitate with a gator snapper, and it bit a part of his jaw. Oh. And so he has the Snaggletooth, but years later he bit the nose off of that gator snapper. So, oops, he got the payback. So, all right, Snags, we'll leave you be, buddy. Enjoy this sun. It's going to get cool tonight. We're out of here. And then I guess we might as well show her some of the other fun critters here and get any kind of advice. I love having people smarter than me around. Well, listen, this is your profession. So we've got a female croc monitor in there. That's Lulu. But I really want to show you this enclosure because it happens to be occupied by probably the camp's most favorite critter here. So let's go introduce you to Slinky, the one and only. Here he is, and he's a good boy. So you don't have to shut that because we'll be locked in. Hey, relax. You're good. There's no food. It's not a food day, but he is hungry. It should be actually food day, but I'll feed him tomorrow. But yeah, here he is, man. We haven't seen Slinky in a little while, have we? Isn't he handsome? Thank you for saying that, because there's not many people that can appreciate the fact that this guy is, in fact, an athlete as far as captive monitors are concerned, you know. And it's just those white shoes. Let's just see how he handles that. He's always been a good boy. I've had no real drama with him, except every once in a while you get a slap from that tail.
That'll wake you up.
Oh yeah, I had a pretty good welt on me at one point years ago when I'd roam around without a shirt. I learned that lesson. But yeah, so this is his house. Again, it's another one of those collaborations we did with Aquascape. They really hooked it up. Because I don't know if you remember or heard about this, he almost died.
Yeah.
He froze, and I thought he was a goner. And he just wound up pulling it off. And I said, well, if you pull this off, dude, you're getting a king's castle. But then again, when he finally passes, I look at this and go, man, this is a perfect turtle habitat also, like as far as turtles and tortoises and stuff like that. But anyhow, yeah, definitely. So yeah, he's awesome.
Do my shoes smell good?
They must look good. I don't know. Come here, you handsome son of a gun. Yeah, get away from her. Leave her be. Yeah, I love this guy. So what monitor species do you guys have again? You have Lacey's, right?
We
you
have one lace monitor, and then we have 2 Komodo.
Right, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. That is so cool.
And our male is a bit smaller.
Yeah, he's getting there, right? He's got to be bigger than the last time I saw him, so that'll be fun. And is the goal eventually to reproduce them, or is that all done by AZA approval?
That's AZA approval.
Okay.
So we'll see what the SSP has to say down the road.
All right, cool. But yeah, this lizard, I love him to death. I've never been happier just to see an animal in its, enclosure.
Thriving.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have a large enclosure for the Komodo.
Yeah.
And this is a large active lizard. That's what people, they don't realize. Monitors are awesome and intelligent and fun. And they behave more interesting when they have an interesting habitat. So it's pretty cool. Love it. We got more. So these are our croc monitors. We can go in there. They're well behaved enough for an expert to come and hang out in. Oh wait, hold on. Let me first go in because he's excited. Oh, you're good. I just want to see. I don't know them as well. Behind you is a little latch. It's got that little latch. So I'll jump in front of anything, don't worry. But he and I have been working together. We're trying to develop a friendship. All right. She's always skittish, but I'm told that's kind of normal for the females. The females are actually the ones that are the initiators of breeding. And if you look at him, he's scarred up from her. She's always kind of trying to get him in the mood. But yeah, this lizard, this is a new thing for me. Oh my God, I love this. Yeah, they really are fantastic animals. But he's been letting me touch him, which has been kind of awesome. There we go. This is all new. I'm not that trusting because we know what a bite from one of those does. Yeah. But it's pretty cool. That's my hand. So I have this theory about these guys, why he's calming down. I used to have to get hands on both of them to get them in their shelter during the cold. Mm-hmm. And every time I did that, like we build trust, I grab him.
Yep.
Hates my guts.
Lose it. Yeah.
Tries to kill me. Well, I put substrate in here at the behest of our friend Tom Crutchfield, and they go in on their own now. So I have not had to, you know, do any kind of restraining or coaxing or anything like that. They just go in, they figured it out. So that's pretty cool. And that's allowed us to build trust again. So unfortunately though, these scars here recently done from Lulu. She didn't go in one night. I grabbed her without gloves. I just did it. I was like, I'm lazy.
That's fine.
Boy, she hugged me, and I had her head. If I did what normal people, let go, I'd lose a finger, because she would have just nailed me. But look at him. I mean, it's so weird to see such a long lizard, but they're so athletic, you know, being arboreal like they are. It's a cool design. And he's cool. He probably won't do anything with us. But look at the claws on these guys. I mean, in some ways, you know, obviously a Komodo dragon is the pinnacle of lizard keeping. Mm-hmm. These are a close second, in my opinion. I mean, they're just impressive animals.
No, they really are. I mean, it's everything about them is impressive.
Yeah.
About everything, huh?
Oh yeah, he's a very, that's the other thing I often say, people have heard me talk about ad nauseum with these lizards, is the fact that how intelligent they are. Like, they are figuring things out. They are truly sizing up situations, and I love that. Oh, he just wants to come lay down here. Son. Awesome animal. All right, listen, let's go check out these baby trigs. So we're going on in here. The reason these guys are in here is because we had a cold snap, and I put them in here. This is the inside of the black throat monitor enclosure. What are you laughing at?
Just him inside the...
Yeah, that's my special black throat turtle. Look at this, guys. There's his tail. There's his head. Yeah, it's a black throat turtle. Yeah, totally. Get a shot of that. That's funny. Awesome. Well, there's two. There's a male and a female, but come on in. Okay. And then if we walk over to that little blue tub, we'll be seeing the baby trigs. And I want to get your opinion on some of these critters. Also, I'd like to figure out, have you ever assist fed baby caiman or crocodilian?
A couple of times. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Okay, that's fine. There you go. Yeah, you can make any kind of, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that awesome? So that's there were two born perfect, and there are two that are a little wonky is the word I'll use. They have like what I think is some kind of neurological issue where they're wobbly. They can't, if the water's too deep, they were swimming upside down in circles. Oh my. And I'm wondering if it's because they were in the egg too long or incubation temperature. And there's also, let me see, here's one. Let me see what this guy's doing. If this is one of the kind of goofy little dudes. Oh yeah, I think this is the other one. And this is the other normal. What I've been doing is to get them going is I throw a bunch of little guppies in there, and then the guppies disappear. Now we do have snake neck turtles in here, but I'm thinking these guys are getting them. I was able to get one of them to eat off tongs, little shrimp.
Yeah.
It ate that. But you know, it'll be going on like 2.5, 3 weeks since they've been hatched. So when should I really start to be concerned about calorie intake?
Probably within the first month or so.
Okay.
I mean, but babies are resilient.
Okay.
Sometimes
I know.
You can leave that part out. But normally for us, like we look at their bellies.
Okay.
And, like the absorption of the egg yolk sac, and I mean, and their bellies look great.
Okay.
Everything looks nicely absorbed, so they should start getting hungry at this point.
Awesome.
But we always start with just live crickets.
Okay.
Live crickets.
I have
and then we also throw in stunned or frozen ones to make it easier for them to catch.
Okay. Well, I've got with Fluker, our friends, they send me crickets every 2 weeks. And then I also have canned crickets. We have these, which is pretty good stuff, actually. So that would be a good idea. So I did throw some crickets in here. Now, let me show you the wonky guys and see what they're up to. So if you look, these guys, you see, look at that foot. You see the back foot?
Oh, wow.
Is that bizarre?
It's almost like it.
Another foot.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
I've never seen
Sort
that
of
before.
weird.
And it's on both.
Yeah, so it's symmetrical. That's bizarre, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what to call. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there's jerk face. So they're also a little bit like wobbly. So for example, let's see what it does. See, it's like he's a drunken sailor, yeah? Like he gets a little goofy. Oh, well, that's not so goofy. And then who's this? Burn my face here. This is the other one that had only on one foot. It has that kind of issue.
Wow.
Yeah, and he also has the same kind of problem swimming.
Okay.
So I'm keeping an eye on these two, you know?
I mean, everything else about them looks
I know.
healthy.
I don't know. It is. See how he's listing? See how his head's listing this guy?
Yeah.
So that's what happens if the water's too deep. I heard him grunting, like doing a distress call. And I was like, oh, why is he calling? So I went in and he was upside down. He could drown.
Oh,
So I was like, okay, that's a problem. So I don't know. But let's see who's going to attack that one. This one seems to be doing better. Oh, that one's doing much better. So I'm wondering if it's, and this twist neck turtle has become one of the, similar to Marge, the funny little turtle. You going to bite my finger?
What species is that?
This is a twist neck turtle, South American
I've never
species.
seen one before.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I forget the Latin. It's like platy, noidi, toy. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But twist neck.
Something crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I had a male, but unfortunately it passed. So it was cold a few days ago. I pulled some of these animals I know to be a little bit sensitive in. But yeah, we've got Sebin Rock side necks here. They're all just kind of growing up and hanging out. But yeah, I mean, as far as a simple enclosure, this is fine, yeah?
I would give them probably a little bit more cover.
Okay.
So something we have found with the caiman species, especially, like, because they do usually take a while to start eating, is they just get really scared. So
Okay.
the more cover we give them, the more plants, the more comfortable they get.
Okay. I can easily do that. But cover could also work as far as caves and things like that, or do
Yeah.
you want plants? Do you think I should put like pothos and stuff like that in here?
Anything that they can hide and feel comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can show you a couple of our setups that we did for our palps, and they did really well with it.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. I need to get back up there too, sooner rather than later, just because.
Take a picture of that one.
Yeah, absolutely. This one over here.
Yeah.
He's gonna grab He's gonna grab me.
I may have some people on that.
Yeah. This is why. See, this is the cool thing, friends. Is like this is something maybe Lauren hasn't seen, and she's got friends she wants to show, so we can get opinions and so on. So it's interesting. That's why I love these visits. I just learned something also, guys. We're gonna get some more cover in here. We're gonna just get it a little bit more dialed for them and make them feel even more secure. So awesome. Hey, I'll tell you what, we're gonna end this video. We're gonna say goodbye to Lauren. And once again, head on over to St. Augustine Alligator Farm. You'll see this nice young lady. Say hello. Let her know you saw her on the Kamp Kenan episode. And that's it. We'll see you guys soon. I got some babies to take care of. All right. See you, little dude.